हो गया चाय?
Yes, ma'am.
How was it? गरम गरम चाय.
It was
Not
refreshing.
yet. Not yet.
Okay, so guys, ready? टॉपिक हमारा बहुत बढ़िया है, ड्रीम्स एंड इंटरप्रिटेशंस.
You can start, please.
Okay. So when we talk about the dreams, so first it is important that अभी just हमने जब close किया मीटिंग तो उससे पहले we were discussing about the subtle bodies. We were talking about the thought, we were talking about the emotions, then we were talking about the chakras, then we were talking about our physical body, the brain manifestations. Yes? So it's the perception of thought that actually converts itself into a texture of an emotion. How many people here believe in positive things, positive thoughts? How many of you believe in positive thoughts?
I think we all believe. That's why we are here.
अच्छे लोग हैं. चंगे भले. तो our situation, whatever the situation may be, the situations keep coming in our lives, right? बट जब हम हार जाते हैं तो रिजल्ट भी हमें हारा हुआ ही मिलता है. बट ऑन द कॉन्ट्रेरी व्हेन वी स्टे पॉजिटिव, we are somewhere able to achieve
Things work out. Yes.
it. Yes. So, for example, now just take up an example where we give each other a mental stimulation here, that one human being is killing the other. What is the thought which is coming immediately in your minds? One by one, please unmute and tell.
Revenge.
Okay.
I feel pity for the person who's dying.
Hmm. Okay.
So I think the murderer should get punished.
Yeah, okay. So all three of you have different viewpoints. Huh? Same situation, same thing. Each and every one has a different opinion, right? The scene is same. The thought process of each one is now different. So how many people in that same society will feel negativity towards the person who's the murderer?
Almost everyone.
Almost everyone. Yes. So let's add one filter to it. नीला चश्मा, काला चश्मा, लाल चश्मा, ऑरेंज चश्मा. देखो कौन सा चश्मा है.
So actually, it depends upon the situation of the murderer. Maybe he wanted to save himself or save others.
Okay, great. So we add one more essence, one more chutney to it. Masala. Person doing the killing is the security guard of that whole area, and the person who he has killed is happens to be carrying RDX to blast the building. So if the security guard had not killed this person in next 5 minutes, the whole society, bum. So what is it now? A positive note or a negative note?
Positive.
Positive. Yeah. Correct. So, what does it prove? That it is all our perceptive filters which are responsible for the colors of which we are seeing. If it is an orange color chashma, which we discussed in level 1, you will see orange. If you are seeing through the blue chashma, you will see the blue color. If you are seeing through the green chashma, you will see
Green color.
Green.
green. हरा ही भरा हर जगह, है ना? So now we change the filter again. Person getting killed is your best friend. Now what?
Ma'am, if he's carrying RDX to a society, he's, I guess, not my friend anymore.
वो जिगरी दोस्त है.
हो सकता है, we never know. We never know the intentions. We never know. हो सकता है.
चड्डी बड्डी है. And
Doesn't matter, ma'am.
RDX will not show कि उसका है.
फिर वो
And
sad
then
हो जाते हैं.
Then he will be sad, है ना? वो एक कोई हीरो था ना जिसके घर में बंदूकें मिली थी. वो कहता है मेरे को पता ही नहीं बंदूकें कैसे आ गई.
Sanjay Dutt.
संजय
Sanjay
दत्त.
Dutt.
We all love him so much.
हाँ. See, we love him so much. Again, perception, है ना? So sometimes we are completely positive about somebody, है ना? In a particular context. It is totally depending on your individual texture of processing the ideas, the emotions. And what is it being controlled is it is the moving energy. When it comes into your space, it interfaces with your energy centers. That is the next level. And then finally, from those energy centers, enter into your endocrine glands. I just now gave you idea of chakras. And each chakra is connected with your endocrine gland in your body. And hence, after the processes, it is reaching the body, the brain, and affecting a particular part of your body and stores that particular emotion in that part of a body, creating ripples in that body part. Because if the thoughts are repressed, not expressed, they have to go somewhere. Now you don't know what to do. तो क्या करोगे? कहीं तो रखना है ना. So it will be shoved in any part of the body. And then that leads for the person or an individual behaving in a different or a certain manner. So what happens? We see some people like split personalities. Arpit, I'm sure you must be knowing about split personalities, है ना? Sub personalities, supreme personalities. So we have a number of personalities. Yes?
yes, ma'am.
So where is that repression? In which kind of personality it is repressed? And how strongly it is repressed will define which personality is dominating which kind of personality. So what makes it subpersonality and not a split? When we are aware of our body completely, when we are in full awareness of our own self, that is time. We are in subtle personality. We are there in fully present in our body. Then nothing can actually affect us. We become a split personality, and that dark part of us enforces when it becomes predominant. And when does it become predominant? When our own awareness declines. So the mantra is कि सबको पता है कि जागरूक होना है, अवेयर रहना है, प्रस्तुत रहना है, पर कितने लोग करते हैं? ढोल बजा बजा के सबको पता है ये चीज, पर कितने लोग करते हैं? है ना, जान के भी अनजान है. सो ये जो मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स हैं, मिसकॉन्सेप्शंस हैं अपनी पर्सनालिटी के प्रति, sometimes we overlook things, we don't want to look that side, है ना? We don't want to look at those kinds of things. Then sometimes we say कि past life ने हमारा ट्रिगर हो गया, इसलिए हमारे साथ ऐसा दिक्कत हो रहा है. अरे यार, पास्ट लाइफ को हावी भी तो तुमने ही होने दिया ना. And somewhere the rules of that past life are now still hovering. That same Rani Lakshmi Bai, that anger you were talking about, कि उसका गुस्सा उस मोमेंट में बिल्कुल सही था, आफ्टर लीविंग द बॉडी अभी भी वही गुस्सा है. Those rules cannot apply in this scenario, है ना? तो वो ही बात है. So for example, you have a very good memory of chocolate cake. किसकी लाइट जल गई चॉकलेट केक के नाम से? मेरी तो हो गई. मैं तो चॉकलेट केक का नाम लेती, आई एम देयर, आई एम having that taste also of chocolate cake. So very thought, it doesn't stay in your mind. It is there, you get that stimulation, and then that desire to eat will drive you to that shop to purchase that chocolate cake and bring it. चाहे वो एक स्लाइस ही क्यों नहीं हमने खाना उसका, है ना? Your ego is getting satisfied, automatically you're sorted, है ना? ईट को भी खुशी हो गई, क्योंकि वो ईट कहाँ से आ रहा है? छोटा बच्चा है, जब उसने एक्सपीरियंसेस करे चॉकलेट केक के ऑल द वे, एंड नाउ ही वांट्स हैव दैट डिजायर टू ईट चॉकलेट केक. ईगो ने जाके जाके फटाफट मार्केट से गया और ईगो ने सप्लाई कर दिया चॉकलेट केक उसको, तो वो शांत है. और बर्थडे है तो सुपर ईगो क्या कह रहा है? बर्थडे है भाई, बनता है. तो एडल्ट सेल्फ इज ऑल्सो सेटिस्फाइड, तो यू आर इन सिंक. आई थिंक अर्पित कैन अंडरस्टैंड, है ना?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in level 4, we will be going through this mechanism, exactly how this operates, and how somebody born with a hole in the heart, how the somebody is born with a cerebral palsy problem, how these genetic disorders will come, how the crying syndrome is affecting. These are all syndromes, na?
Even not having kids is a syndrome.
Yes. See, not having kids also at one level is decided कि now you don't want to live on, you've completed your thing, तो आगे हमने आप वंश नहीं बढ़ा.
Or is it that, is it, can we say, is it past life thing?
It is a soul level decision.
Of past life or present life?
It is a soul's decision.
Okay.
And this thing is going to come up in level 5 when Dr. Yuvraj Kapadia will be taking your level 5. So you will understand.
Okay.
So when we speak about responsibility syndrome, we've already discussed. It is about the burdens, the responsibilities, feeling of unsupported, है ना? Frustration, sexual frustrations, insecurity of arms and legs, fight and flight syndrome हो गया. तो ये सब चीजें ध्यान रखते हुए नाउ वी एंटर द ड्रीम्स, क्योंकि ड्रीम्स में भी आपको जब किसी प्रकार की सेंसेशन होती है, फिजिकल सेंसेशन होती है, फील होती है, या सपना भी उसके अनुसार होता है, you can use this body syndrome knowledge also with dreams. So what are dreams actually? Dream is actually a constant communicating mechanism.
What we think about in the day comes in the dream.
Very true, it does.
It came to me today. Yesterday night, I saw one of a person's status. He was in that Hare Krishna thing with that dhoti and all that. And in the dream, I saw him come to my home in the same dress.
Good. So is it a dream?
Yes, it was a dream. He's in Rajasthan. He has written also in his status.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. So why are dreams important?
But we can't remember after we wake up what happened. Something, little shades will be just there, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So the best thing is, if you want to really remember and it is a kind of a significant dream, you can always get up
Okay,
at that moment of time, note the time,
okay.
and sleep again.
Huh. Then what will happen?
Then we can interpret it according to the time and
Okay,
according to what it is.
okay.
So we have to be very sure whether it is a dream or a vision. And I'll come to that. So why are dreams important? It assists us from preventing processes, right?
Hmm.
It is giving us the idea of basically venting out whatever is required from our system. Also, it gives us preventive measures as to whatever our current situation may be. When we go to the predictive dreams, there we get an analysis through metaphorical images, like cartoon like objects, na? या मुझे पानी दिख गया, मुझे ड्रैगन दिख गया, मुझे फलाना दिख गया. What is all that? That is metaphorical. So it is somewhere indicating your next action plan तुम्हारा क्या होना चाहिए. अगर तुम ऐसे करोगे, एक्शन नहीं लोगे, तो ये होने जा रहा है. अब इस होने जा रहे के लिए तुम एक्शन क्या लोगे, है ना?
Many times, this dream has come like it's a water wave. We are going, and I got into that water thing, but somehow I'm rescued.
Hmm.
I'm jumping up from there, but I'm landing in a safe place. Or the water wave has gone so up with the wave, I've come down and I'm safe.
Hmm.
Like it's like the feeling is I'm falling down, but I'm not falling down. I'm safe. What would you interpret the dream? And it has come so many times.
So make a note of it. We will come to interpretations.
Okay.
Okay. So now what's happening? We cook food every day. We wash our utensils every day. Clothes are washed. We clean our house. Definitely, when we clean our house, there's certain kind of disposal which is there to be disposed. है ना? Organic stuff and inorganic organic stuff. It has to be disposed in a disposable, correct mechanism. है ना? And it has to be a regular interval. Imagine now this garbage collector doesn't come. They're all gone on strike. What will happen? एक
It will
हफ्ता
stink.
तो मैं दूर की बात कह रही हूँ, 3-4
दो दिन में
क्या हो जाएगा?
it'll stink.
Stink the whole
We
house.
will leave the place.
Whole house is going to stink. अच्छा, उसके बाद क्या होगा? We will decide कि चलो हम ही चले जाते हैं डिस्पोज करने. Okay? तो छोटे छोटे डस्टबिन में वहां डिस्पोज कर दिया. 3 दिन हो गए, 4 दिन हो गए, 7 दिन हो गए. 7वें दिन क्या होगा? जो दूसरी दूसरी कम्युनिटी के लोग हैं, दूसरी जगह के लोग हैं, वो हमारे यहाँ आके कूड़ा डालेंगे क्योंकि उनके यहाँ भी कोई नहीं आ रहा है। हमारे यहाँ स्टिंक ना हो तो इधर डाल दो, और हम क्या करेंगे, हम वहां जाके डालेंगे। ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी, पता चले किलोमीटर ही किलोमीटर, इमेजिन दैट सीन, गार्बेज ही गार्बेज। हाउ डर्टी इट इज, है ना? The whole cities become garbage house. Hmm? So it is so vital, na? Cleaning mechanism is so very vital for a healthy living, and same is for the human mind. And that is why these venting dreams are so very important to cleanse, to keep our life in sync with our own self, है ना? तो अभी हम लोग in this module, when you will come uh, for your actual practice, we will be doing age regression. It's
Okay.
a very powerful mechanism which we'll be practicing. It is very powerful, but a very dangerous tool also. Dangerous tool because you need certain kind of maturity to handle it, and also requisite skills are required. Why? We like jasoos. Tan, ta, tan, ta, ta. We want to dig, and we seek pleasure in getting masala. अच्छा, तेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ था, ओके, then what happened? Oh, he touched you here, okay, then what happened? Oh, okay, this thing happened. And then it hits upon a memory. And when it hits upon a memory, and out of inquisitiveness, if it is not, it is a mature healer, it's okay. But in our own inquisitiveness, sometimes we tend to,
Trigger the memories.
yeah. And then the Sherlock Holmes in us wants to know कि किसने किया ये. Hmm? Now, for example, what happened? 3 साल का बच्चा है, उसके साथ कुछ abusive episode हो गया. The child has got regressed in, the girl has got regressed into that age, and the explanation goes like this: it is dark, and it is very dark, I can't see anything, and the abuse happens. The Sherlock Holmes in, जो therapist है उसके अंदर वो हो रहा है, okay, who is it, find out, who is it, find out. Now, and sometimes putting in words, was it this, was it this person, was it this person? Hmm? And at very moment she gets a thing ki my father was around, god forbid this girl is not having a very pleasant relationship with the father. In 1 minute she will adopt that because of the probing, and Sherlock Holmes saying that, is it, was it your father, was it your brother, was it your uncle? Automatically she will take that and she will utilize it. Itliye never put words, never put words, never suggest words during a therapy in the client's mind. And now if she has taken that, क्या हाल होगा उसका? Because the client is extremely vulnerable at this space, is extremely suggestible at that stage. So as a therapist, we have to be totally focused
Yeah.
what is the feeling of the client rather than,
Knowing the facts. Probing into the
या
facts.
प्रोबिन क्या हुआ था, कैसे हुआ था, किसने किया. We do say कि अच्छा क्या हुआ था, what happened, we do say that, but किसने किया था, क्या वो पापा थे, क्या वो मम्मी थी, क्या वो भाई था? So we don't suggest, we let the client automatically say by on their own कि ये लग रहा है, because that time that client is very very much in that space and is very vulnerable, and suggesting words is not advised. Hmm? So what we do in our therapies, how are you feeling about it? What is the feeling behind this? Okay, so these are things which we need to very very be careful, because if she comes to a conclusion कि बाप ने किया है, no therapy will work, no counseling will work. Hmm? So there are certain boundaries which we also as therapists have to maintain. Sometimes we become extra empathetic. वो client तो रो ही रहा है, मैं भी रो रही हूँ साथ में. हम्म. मेरे साथ हुआ. I was the client. मैं रो रही हूँ, साथ में थेरेपिस्ट भी रो रहा है. ये क्या है भैया? ठीक है ना? तो these things have to be maintained, and we have to be empathetic, but not to the extent that it is affecting us, right? Then सबसे पहले अपनी थेरेपी करवाओ. सबसे जरूरी है ना? बिकॉज हमारी एक तो आदत है, वी विल नॉट ऐड ऑयल टू द फायर, वॉट एवर इट इज एज इट इज. We are here to help remove that impact of that fire rather than putting the fire, है ना? We are like fire extinguishers. Hmm? Now, but with dreams, it is very easy. Not many people go into this interpretation thing of the dreams. But with dreams, there is no such risk. Why there is no risk? सच्ची में थोड़ी ना हो रहा है, ड्रीम है, कुछ भी हो सकता है ड्रीम में तो, है ना? अंडर द सन एनी स्टोरी विल डू, and it is something which has been repressed over the years in our unconscious mind, subconscious mind, है ना? So in one case, a girl, she was repetitive dreams आ रहे थे उसको of being abused as a child, sleep state. अब स्लीप स्टेट में अगर आ रही है, ऐसी चीज आ रही है, उसको कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आ रहा है, ड्रीम में आ रहा है, इट डजेंट मैटर कि आप कुछ भी क्वेश्चन करो, नहीं मैटर करेगा, बिकॉज इट इज नॉट एक्चुअली हैपनिंग एंड इट इज अ ड्रीम. Because it maintains the texture of the dream is different, then you can go into saying all that it could be a past life that has got triggered, where you are getting these visuals, and these visuals are indicating something where either you need help to tackle this particular issue of your life, indicating कि भैया आप काम कर लो इस पे, इसलिए मैं बार बार आ रहा हूँ, या a message is there behind, है ना? एंड समटाइम्स ऐसा भी होता है कि हम किसी प्रकार का, हम कोई चीज सोच रहे हैं, बार बार कंटिन्यूसली सोच रहे हैं उस पर्टिकुलर चीज के बारे में, एंड देयर बिलीफ सिस्टम्स व्हिच आर बीइंग कैरीड in our mind, they also get triggered at times, because somewhere if you have got a belief system, it will get carried on, and it could create a conflict because now I am about to imbibe a new kind of a belief system. I am in belief that ये glass की bottle है, but everybody is telling me कि ये तो glass है. It is not bottle, this is glass. But मैं आज तक ये समझती रही कि ये bottle है. मेरे को प्रॉब्लम कब होएगी जब मेरे को लोग बोलेंगे कि ये ग्लास है एंड नाउ मैं तकलीफ में हूं इनटू बिलीविंग कि ये ग्लास है ना. So whenever we want to change a particular belief system or we are हमारे उसमें हमें समझ में आता है कि ये करेक्ट नहीं है, वहां इशू शुरू हो जाता है. वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन आवर belief system and we are belief system enhancers. Professionally we work on the belief systems of people. Yes, Divya, you want to ask something?
Yeah. So my question was like, how we can do we really work on dreams? Like, what does a particular dream mean,
Yes.
and how we will identify like what a particular dream means, if it is a past life coming from the past life, or if it is
We are coming to interpretation now, na?
okay.
We'll be doing it. We'll be discussing it. Okay. So the origin of our belief system when getting questioned, that is the awakening moment where we want to start working on our belief systems. So there is no danger in this case, like in case of age aggression, which we will be learning in our practical class. ठीक है. दिस एज रिग्रेशन वाला जो है वो दो फॉर्म में होता है एंड इट इज जनरली वी डू इट कंटिन्यूसली. एक दिन के बाद दूसरे दिन हम करते हैं, 2 दिन चलता है ये. पहले दिन हम एज रिग्रेशन करते हैं, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट डे हम एज रिग्रेशन थेरेपी करते हैं. एंड वी सजेस्ट कि ये 2 से 3 दिन के अंदर अंदर मिनिमम 1 to 2 days के अंदर अंदर एज रिग्रेशन थेरेपी हम कर लेते हैं. मैक्सिमम 1 या 2 दिन का गैप देते हैं अगर मजबूरी हो तो. नहीं तो इट इज मेंट कि दोनों दिन में करते हैं. एक दिन पहले ही थेरेपी करें, एक दिन पहले एज रिग्रेशन करेंगे, अगले दिन हम एज रिग्रेशन थेरेपी करेंगे. ये हम अपनी प्रैक्टिकल्स में बहुत अच्छे से करने जा रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो एडवांटेज ऑफ अ ड्रीम एनालिसिस एंड ड्रीम थेरेपी का एक और एडवांटेज ये है, इट इज अ फैंटास्टिक फीड मैकेनिज्म फॉर द क्लाइंट एंड फॉर द थेरेपिस्ट. कैसे कि आज मैंने थेरेपी कराई कि मेरे को तो पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में दिक्कत हो रही है. सुबह जब मैं उठता हूँ तो मेरे को ड्रीम में आ रहा है कि लोग मेरे ऊपर सड़े हुए टमाटर और अंडे फेंक रहे हैं. थेरेपी हैज वर्कड. इट इज ब्रिलियंटली वर्क. व्हाई? एनी आंसर्स? इट हैज ब्रिलियंटली वर्क बिकॉज वेंटिंग ड्रीम्स है ना भाई.
Also, ma'am, are you changing the slides? Because if you are, I can't see it. It's
नहीं,
stuck.
एक ही स्लाइड है, अभी तो चेंज नहीं
अच्छा,
करेंगे.
अच्छा.
करेंगे अभी तो हम डिस्कस ही कर रहे हैं.
Okay,
बाद
I
में
thought
करेंगे.
you were telling about the benefits. It was on the other
आई
side.
विल शो यू द स्लाइड इसके बाद ना. ठीक है. एक सेकंड. फोन आ. आई डोंट नो हु इट इज. मैंने अभी कुछ स्लाइड वाइड चेंज करी नहीं है. मैं तो आराम से बैठी हुई थी, बातें कर रही थी. ठीक है. सो ड्रीम में जब हमने हमारे ऊपर अंडे पड़े, टमाटर पड़ा, अरे यार बहुत बढ़िया है। क्यों बढ़िया है? बिकॉज इट इज एक्चुअली वेंटिंग ड्रीम्स। हमने क्या सीखा था? वेंटिंग ड्रीम क्या है? वॉट एवर गार्बेज इज स्टोर्ड इज नाउ रेडी टू रिलीज। It is kind of a beautiful feedback where, like for example, आपकी पैथोलॉजिकल रिपोर्ट, ब्लड रिपोर्ट में कुछ गड़बड़ आई है ना, इन्फेक्शन हुआ है, डॉक्टर गिव्स यू एंटीबायोटिक, खाओ, 5 दिन का हमारा कोर्स है, खाओ, ठीक है ना। देन he will ask you again, go get your pathology done again, right, to check the efficacy of the treatment. So this is a beautiful checking mechanism. Okay, we did the therapy and the client comes and says, ये तो मेरे को बड़ा गंदा ड्रीम आया, मैं तो बहुत बुरा फील हो रहा है। Bravo, the therapy has worked because now the mind has realized कि ये तो garbage है, इस fear की मुझे जरूरत ही नहीं है, it's out, है ना। तो पहले 2 घंटे जो हमारे स्लीप के होते हैं, मैं स्लाइड बदल देती हूँ। कैन यू सी?
Yes, ma'am, but it's empty.
हम्म। तो क्या चीज है? वेंटिंग प्रोसेस ऑफ हिप्नोसिस को ये उजागर करता है, ड्रीम्स, है ना। देन सेकंड इज the dreams occur during relatively safe passage of sleep. It serves a non-invasive and harmless process to get an insight into the inner workings of the client's subconscious mind without the risk of age regression. तो हमें एज रिग्रेशन की जरूरत ही नहीं है, और एज रिग्रेशन की जब हमें जरूरत नहीं है, हमें ड्रीम द्वारा हम जब अपने ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं, तो इट इज वर्किंग ब्रिलियंटली एंड विदाउट एनी रिस्क, बिकॉज ये रियलिटी नहीं है, ये तो सिर्फ ड्रीम है, एंड दैट इज इन अवेयरनेस ऑफ द क्लाइंट। सो इट हैज एन एडेड एडवांटेज ओवर द other modalities, other things which we are doing, especially the age regression. And lastly, it is an excellent feedback tool for the therapist about the progress that client is making during the therapy, right? So now we go to the next slide. You all have already seen, already experienced that हमने ड्रीम इंटरप्रिटेशन, ड्रीम में पहले हमने ये सीखा था कि ये प्रोसेसिंग ड्रीम्स होते हैं पहले 2 घंटे में, जिसमें हमारे दिनचर्या की पूरी चीज़ें, डे टू डे मंडेन्स जो हमारे हैं, वो हमें पता चलती हैं, और वो फिर हमारा प्रोसेस होता है, सॉर्ट आउट होता है इन वेरियस फॉर्म्स, राइट।
What is metamorphical suggestions?
And then is the predictive dream on the basis of our day to day life. I'm coming to that, Pramodni.
Okay.
So when these processing dreams are further ongoing, and now prediction has to be done on the basis of the dream after sorting out. On the basis of that experience, you are getting a message here in form of metaphorical way. Metaphorical way क्या हुआ? Images के form में, बिकॉज उस समय भी जो भी एक्सपीरियंस है, जो भी थॉट प्रोसेस है, जो कुछ भी है, वो चल रहा है, एंड इट इज बीइंग कन्वर्टेड बाय द ब्रेन इन फॉर्म ऑफ एन इमेज एंड देन शोइंग, राइट। It could be any kind of a metaphorical image. And then लास्ट 2 आवर्स जो हमारे हैं ड्रीम के, वो हमारे वेंटिंग ड्रीम्स हो गए, रिडंडेंट बिलीव्स हैं, थॉट्स हैं विच नीड टू बी थ्रोन. ठीक है ना? बिकॉज इफ यू आर कंटिन्यूइंग टू वॉक इन दिस पाथ, जो एक मेटाफोरिकल आपको इमेज आउटकम दिखाई जा रही है, एंड द प्रेडिक्टिव ड्रीम विल एक्चुअली जनरली वेक्स यू अप. भैया ये क्या हो गया अचानक, है ना? कभी कभी डर के उठ जाते हैं ना नींद में. ऑलवेज सी द टाइम. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट विल प्रेडिक्टिव ड्रीम का टाइम. It is compelling you to actually change your life. Wake up, man. Look for a solution. Look for a change in your life. There's something in your mind or your belief system which needs to be changed or worked upon. But there is a difference between a dream and a vision.
How do we know?
In dream, you will always have metaphorical images.
Okay.
But if you are seeing this a vision, आपको लगेगा ये तो मैं ही हूँ, इसी क्षण की हूँ,
क्या हो?
इसी इसी मोमेंट की हूँ. लुक
O-
अलाइक.
Okay.
Say for example, you plan to go to Lakshadweep, Lakshadweep, right?
Hmm.
There you book a resort for yourself, a nice accommodation, है ना? You're very excited. Automatically, your causal body is already there.
Hmm.
When you go off to sleep, your subtle parts are moving out and they're going to that destination and actually living out and experiencing that. When you get up in the morning, your body, your awareness has come back in body, but there are certain glimpses in your mind still there. And now after 15 days, when you actually go and visit that resort, you feel ये तो यहाँ मैं आ चुकी हूँ.
Deja vu, deja vu. Yeah, you feel those.
I have already been witness of all this. I have already been to this place. So it is deja vu. That is a vision. That is not a dream. Okay? Generally, in general cases, 15 दिन आगे, 15 दिन पीछे, because when you are above a particular space, there's a silver equity cord which is connected to our solar plexus area. So when we are sleeping, what is happening? This cord expands. Our subtle bodies start moving out from our physical body. It's a natural process. It happens with everybody. The astral body, the causal body are also floating up from your physical self into the third dimension of awareness. Now, when this happens, it is floating. And from आप तीसरे माले से अगर नीचे देखोगे तो पार्क का व्यू आपको ज्यादा वाइड दिखेगा. अगर आप पार्क में खड़े हो तो यू विल गेट अ स्मॉलर लुक, restricted look, right? So when the awareness rises, automatically you are able to see the past also and you are able to see the present also. At that moment, where the subtle bodies drift, if they are drifting into the future, they drift approximately 15-20 दिन आगे, and you get a vision कि ये तो मुझे लग रहा है कि मैंने ये देखा है. ठीक है? कुछ केसेस में जो ज्यादा डेवलप्ड बीइंग्स होते हैं, उनके साथ ऐसा हुआ है कि ये प्रोजेक्शंस हैव इवन गॉन बियॉन्ड 1 ईयर. नॉस्ट्राडामस 1 साल आगे का बता. जब ये महाभारत लिखी गई थी, it was already meant to happen in that manner. The moment reality कब बन गई वहां पे, जब भीष्म पितामह ने डिसाइड कर लिया, भीष्म पितामह के पापा ने डिसाइड कर लिया कि मेरे को ये रास्ता लेना है. He made a choice of getting married to that other lady. The moment he decided that, महाभारत का जन्म हो गया था.
Started.
It was already there in reality, present. It's just that we are not aware of it. That's all.
That's
So समटाइम्स हमें ड्रीम्स में ऐसी चीज आती है कि हम उसी जगह पे, वहां पे हमें मारा गया, हमारे को ये कर दिया, हमारे को वो कर दिया. समटाइम्स something has got triggered of the past life, and that dream is going to come, keep on coming to you, and somewhere you sense a similarity with the person in that dream. Somewhere you are able to associate yourself कि यार ये तो मैं ही लग रहा हूँ या लग रही हूँ. So that is, could be a past life in a dream state, where the past life is telling you very clearly that some action or some healing is required. है ना? So that's how it is. Many people you feel that सुबह उठ रहे हैं, उठने से पहले एक jerk आता है. कितनों को आया है jerk? Have you experienced that jerk? Yes. So that is what? That is actually, हाँ दिव्या बोलो.
No, I was just telling I have felt that jerk.
Hmm?
I have felt that jerk.
Okay. So जर्क क्यों हो रही है? क्योंकि वो जो सिल्वर कॉर्ड की बात करी ना मैंने, that is coming back. It is being pulled back into the body.
But of
Coming back and settling inside.
but what if at night, in the middle of the night, also we feel some kind of jerk, and then suddenly we'll wake up?
Yeah, it could be this only.
Okay.
है ना? Because it is not meant to happen. Na? If you are in a dream state, it is not meant to happen, because your inhibition program is on. The brain has connected those has disconnected those wires. बिकॉज आप देखो, चीख रहे हो, चिल्ला रहे हो, लड़ रहे हो, कूद रहे हो, डूब रहे हो, है ना? कितना कुछ कर रहे हो, सुपरमैन भी बन रहे हो, है ना? पर हमें कुछ होता तो नहीं है, हिलते तो नहीं है, हम चीखते तो नहीं है ऐसे उठते, पर कभी कभी हो जाता है ऐसा. जब वो वायरिंग कनेक्टेड रह जाती है तो कभी कभी हिलते भी हैं.
Yeah.
Tarun gets, I don't know what he gets. Mani, even now he's in Canada. Moni was telling, my daughter was saying that he screams in night.
अच्छा.
He doesn't know. He doesn't remember.
या, सो वी आर कमिंग टू दैट.
Can we heal him from here?
वी कैन डू इट ऑनलाइन. वी कैन डू दैट FC for him.
Sorry?
We can do an FC for him.
FCN mean?
Family constellation.
Oh,
We can do that. We can do it in our private also. We can do it with people around.
okay.
It is done both ways. Yesterday I did a family constellation for somebody. Last night with similar problem.
Oh. Can we do it without him? I mean,
Yeah, you can do it without him. So what's happening? For example, I get a dream. Let's take my example. गाड़ी आई, उसने मुझे मार दिया एंड आई एम डेड।
अरे आपके दुश्मन।
हाँ, तो क्या हो रहा है? नेक्स्ट डे आई एम स्टिल अलाइव ना, उठ गई मैं, वो ड्रीम था मेरा। बट व्हाट डिड आई डू? आई डिसाइडेड कि आज टुडे आई एम नॉट गोइंग आउट, आई विल स्टे बैक एट होम। आई टुक अ करेक्टिव एक्शन, I changed the possibility by changing my action, because somewhere I got a message in a metaphorical way that I need to take action on this. Because as I shared, कि बुद्धा ने क्या कहा, there are 10,000 possibilities in a realm of a second. So I chose to change the reality by changing my action, by not stepping out. This is just an example, huh? So we are projecting ourselves, our dreams are also projecting ourselves into the future. They are letting us know many things which we might not know, है ना? And always be anything which is coming metaphorical na, that is a dream. But anything which is coming as literal as you of the present, that would be a vision. Did I answer your question? How to differentiate between vision and dream?
Yes.
Hmm. So what's happening? That dying vision I'm getting, or dying dream I've got, but it is somewhere very painful for me to digest, है ना? So what will happen? My defense mechanism will kick in. My subconscious mind will say कि नहीं नहीं, ये मेरा नहीं था, ये इस फलाने बंदे को हुआ था. So what is happening? Your protective mechanism is now starting to protect your own self from that pain, which you don't want to see, you don't want to undergo. बंदा ही बदल गया.
I had a dream
Hmm.
3 years back. It was when we shifted to this new house. That one man, whom I know, he was an old man. He was father-in-law of my neighbor. Okay, who had already died when we were there only.
Hmm.
Okay, and he was in that ground, just same location where we had lived for 15 years, and bricks were being kept. Like we seen that movie, na? मीना कुमारी's मूवी वो अनारकली में उसको अंदर रख के ब्रिक्स
हाँ हाँ
and it
हाँ.
was like that and he's saying please save me like this he has raised his hand
Okay.
and the same I was worried all day who would it be like someone is going through some pain means someone is leaving this earth but who is it I couldn't know I asked my in-laws are all safe my friends nearby and at night I got to know I got a message it was my friend's dad
Oh,
who liked me a lot in Calcutta. He died in Calcutta. And
okay,
I saw that in that early morning of that day.
okay.
At evening, 4 actually he had died. Can you believe? I got to know one day before. But it was not him in that dream.
So we have a tendency ना, हमारा डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म है, जो हम नहीं मानना चाहते ना, we
एंड वो
sometimes.
कोई भी उनसे बातचीत नहीं था उनके बारे में मेरे पास कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं था इट वॉज आई मेट हिम 10 years बैक or something
Hmm.
the power of mind like the connection the mind soul can give to your mind is so
Yes,
much
yes, yes, yes. Immense, immense, immense. There are so many possibilities which we can't even think. It is beyond.
And my neighbor friend she's her father I know that family for past 18 years during covid second wave he expired and after 1 week only his son expired who was my friend's husband he did not come in my dream at that time but I saw him many times okay I literally saw him physically but that night after a week, after son also died, I saw that old man literally standing in the balcony in my bedroom. Literally, I saw him standing. But he was not prepared to go, maybe, I don't know. And it was really scary. I immediately read Hanuman Chalisa.
So we'll be learning cord cutting and all that stuff in level 3. So we have a whole script to it, na?
Okay.
So it is good to cut your cords.
Cut your
Cords.
cords.
You'll be learning that.
No, it is very important. It's true.
Hmm.
And not even related to me like these people.
But you know what happens is, Pramodni, it all depends on us. Where is the hook? A hook could be an inner child, it could be a past life connection, anything. So once we find out the hook, the very reason, automatically then you know कि इधर से आ रहा है अब इधर काम करना है.
Maybe we become so attached to people around. No? It's not a good thing.
So being empathetic is good. But like I gave you an example that you are not supposed to get so involved with the client कि वो भी रो रहा है तो तुम भी साथ रो रहे हो.
I,
You know?
I cried for more. I think I cried more than she cried when her husband died.
So that is what exactly I was trying to tell you.
I
That
got
as a
it.
therapist we have to make our boundaries and
Boundaries.
are supposed to be aware of what is happening within us. The moment we are feeling any kind of a trigger, then we note it and work on it. On it via therapies and enhance that awareness skill. You know, because what are we? We are actually connected with each other and connected with our own selves through our belief systems also. है ना? And so it gives us deeper insights. It is probably a very, very fantastic feedback mechanism informing us everything. So this is a beautiful way we know कि वो हमने कैसे काम करना है अपने dreams के ऊपर, है ना? Now, for example, now you're seeing a photo ना, ये क्या है जो कुछ भी है, इसकी फोटो दिख रही है ना? Arpit, I want you to know, tell me कि what do you think about this picture? What is it indicating?
It's dark, first of all. There's no daylight, so it's all dark. And the only light available, it's probably moonlight or the haze around. And so, what I interpret of it is
Yeah,
that
what do you interpret of it?
I mean, maybe facing the unresolved darkness within you, and by darkness I mean the things that remains, the emotions that are not worked with, the feelings that are not worked with. So maybe they represent that as of now. They look like this.
Okay, Pramodani.
Um, I feel it's okay. It's dark. Maybe some negative side of it, and negative side of myself, which has hope to regenerate the leaves again back into the tree.
Okay, hope. Yes, Divya.
So first of all, this picture is really scary for me. I think that this is a barren land in Africa's jungle. So and as it is a scary thing for me, I think that we should jump into our fears, and we should face it.
Okay. So facing my fears.
Yeah, facing the fears.
Okay. We have we see three people, three different interpretations. Yeah. We move to the next picture. Let's see what this tells us. Arpit, we start with you.
Uh, so it looks like they are beings from some other realm, and they have come here to help humanity, seeing where we have reached as of now. I don't see any negative connotation to this because reptiles remind me of that जैसे विष्णु जी के ऊपर there is a नाग का structure, so that also represents beings from other higher realms, higher dimensions. So they've come here to uh, save us, maybe.
Okay, good. Hanji Pramodini, what is your
I'm
interpretation?
not very comfortable with reptiles. Like, I don't have any hatred, but I don't feel comfortable seeing them. But snakes, I'm not. As Arpit said, it's something divine for us, I feel. So, into this New York City, uh, these people are trying to find a place, I think, to stay there.
Okay, all right. Somewhere trying to find out space for oneself. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Divya.
I can interpret many things
Hmm?
out of this picture. So first of all, snakes are big poisonous.
Hmm.
So I think the first thing is that we should be aware of the people around us who are bit poisonous. And the second thing is snakes are
Bluetooth
also
mode.
bit like they're kind of a have a divine purpose with them, so they can present that divine power is with you whatever action you want to take, and like the divine power is with you or the universal power is with you.
Divine power is with you.
Yeah.
So have you noticed हम तीनों के interpretation कितने अलग है एक ही picture है पर interpretation is different है ना
Shiva with Nag.
Okay, Arpit.
Looks like the snake is guarding the huge wealth accumulated behind him, and it's not his wealth, but he is guarding it for someone.
Yeah. Divya.
So I felt the same what Arpit just said, and I think that it is my way.
Hmm.
That's all.
Good, good, good. चलो कौन बताएगा ये
Wow. Wow, so romantic. On seventh heaven with your loved one,
Hmm.
guitar and violins, and the roses,
Hmm.
and the piano, and the moonlight. Highly romantic. You have changed the mood.
Let's bring wine and celebrate.
Yeah.
Arpit.
It's the same, ma'am. I think it gives a very romantic vibes, and the stage where couples are the starting of a relationship when there is a different kind of attraction. So when you're over the moon, so in this you're literally over the moon. So,
So you're starting a relationship.
yeah, so there is a phase like where when it starts, there is a different kind of attraction because it is the first attraction. So
Mm.
kind of that.
Even after years, it should be like this.
Yeah, it should be. It has to be like this, but there is a
So
like
that's hope for
the
both of
first
you.
the first glance, the first stage of being there. It's a different feeling. It's a memory
No,
that
I
has
all
to.
no, Priyanka. I always like a relationship to be like this.
Yeah.
It should be like this or not be.
So let's start creating it.
Yeah.
Okay, Divya.
So for me, I am totally ignoring the man and the woman, and I think that these are the stairs to that can take you in the heaven.
Can you repeat?
So,
I couldn't hear you.
so for me, I am totally ignoring that the man and the woman who are standing on this piano. So what I think is these are the steps that can take you in the heaven. So like yeah.
Mm.
Also, ma'am, there is a huge focus on music here, like the instruments. There's guitar, there's piano, and they're climbing the steps of a piano. Maybe they were so mesmerized by the music that first of all they're in love. Then there's good music, so they are above the heavens.
Mm.
Wow. Power.
Mm. Yes, that's it.
Ma'am, so since the clouds have a weird color and the skyline is not normal, and also behind the horse we can see some flying dinosaurs type things, then I would say it
I
looks
think
like
it's Seahawks. No,
what?
Seahawks.
I mean, they appeared like those flying dinosaurs,
Sumbodhini,
small.
don't interrupt.
Okay,
Just
sir.
according to
So
his interpretation.
I mean,
Okay.
it looks like when before the time humans were there on the earth, like
Mm.
just animals being there and enjoying life. That's it. So,
Divya?
So what I think like most of the five elements like there is a sky, there is a light coming from the sun. I usually get attracted from the sun, and yeah, and the yellow color as well. So sun and the horse both represent me as power, and again there is an other element that is water. So I think that this is a strong picture for the higher energies and a higher positive energies.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. For me too, it is power
Mm.
with wealth and angels. They look like angels for me, those two.
Mm. Okay. Great. एक के लिए डायनासोर है, एक के लिए एंजल है, एक के लिए पावर है. हम्म. तो how can ever interpretation in a book called dream interpretations be correct for all?
It can never be the same.
It can never be the same. It has to go what the client's belief system is about a particular thing. It has to come directly from the client, and therapist is just helping the client to actually do the interpretation. So the best person who can do all the interpretations is you yourself,
The client himself.
client himself. In your own case, you yourself. Hmm?
But there are certain things. from which we are not able to interpret
I
anything.
can't.
So,
Can you start it again? Your voice is.
so there are certain things from which we cannot interpret anything.
Yeah.
So
So then the therapy comes,
then what
where
comes?
we start
Therapy.
from that moment of the dream and regress in regression,
Okay.
and it is a very safe space because you are what is that particular dream interpreting for you. You are the best person to know about it, है ना?
Yeah, correct.
Because everywhere then you are using the word imagination or dreams, and imagination can take you anywhere.
I'm taking a picture.
Hmm.
Can you just look over here, Priyankam?
Ah, thank you. You can put it in the group.
Yes, of course.
So what's happening? बीवी से झगड़ा हुआ और सो गए. नेक्स्ट मोमेंट क्या होगा? सॉर्टिंग होएगी. वो ऑडियोज, वो इमोशंस पूरे बनेंगे. It will create a picture in the brain, and when it goes in the brain and it is making a picture, you've entered into the predictive dreams. On the basis of what happened, automatically projections will start happening, and when the projections will start happening, automatically you will start getting indications. You will say कि तू ऐसे करेगा तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, ये देखो ये है पॉसिबिलिटी, ये हो जाएगा. Then the next moment you will see another scene. ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है. And then when it doesn't match with the belief system of the mind, it will vent out. But if it matches, सच में इसका seed है, it will get registered in the subconscious mind. And if you get up at that moment and see the time, or maybe make a note of the dream, then you can work on it if you are not getting a indication about it. So we had already discussed the electrochemical impulses that is coming from the brain, and the electrochemical energy is coming through the meridians, right? Body uh, points and meridians, which are in alignment with the veins, and that's how the stimulation happens. So dream therapy में stage, psychological, physiological चीजें, टाइम क्लू देखना है, कंटेंट देखना है कि वो लिटरल है कि वो सिंबॉलिक है, उस लिटरल और सिंबॉलिक फीलिंग क्या क्रिएट हो रही है, इमोशन क्या क्रिएट हो रहा है, और जो वो इमोशन अगर फियर का है, गिल्ट का है, एंगर का है, हेल्पलेसनेस का है, वो किस प्रकार से वेंट आउट होगा, और एक्चुअली ट्रिगर क्या था, प्रीवियस नाइट या प्रीवियस डे में ऐसा क्या हुआ था कि ये चीज ट्रिगर हुई. सो दिस इज द way we are going to go about with the therapy. Hmm? Okay. Any questions?
What was, can you just get back to that earlier slide? Electromagnetic comes from brain, and what is it which comes from meridian?
Meridian से electrochemical energy है through the
What is
meridian,
it?
and
What is electrochemical energy?
these are pathways, energy pathways, neuro pathways. So there are,
Okay.
how is it, how the chemicals through the adrenal gland, through the various glands, these chemicals are produced. And they're
Okay.
electrical impulses which are created by the neurotransmitters. So, combination of that, when it reaches in form of messages to the brain, that is the time the brain sends in electromagnetic impulses via these nerves endings to various body parts. If I were to raise this hand, automatically a thought has come कि मुझे अपना पहले हाथ ऊपर करना है. The moment the thought is coming, electromagnetic impulses have generated in my brain. And then from that brain, through the synapses, the messages are reaching through the veins. Now veins are being controlled by the chemical energy and the electrical impulses because they have to be transported. And then the message comes to this muscle, nerve ending of this muscle of my hand, and I am able to raise it. That is the phenomenon. Okay. So there is one more part to the dreams. If you want, we can continue right now, or else we can continue it tomorrow.
I don't mind.
Yes. Do we continue or we have to
We can continue.
call it now?
Yes.
अब तो yes, Arpit.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Okay, great. Nice. I have a nice student. Good. मुझे लग रहा था आई एम कीपिंग यू इतनी देर तक क्योंकि बाकी दिन
I
तो आई
told,
डूइंग
I told you said up to 9. I said it's fine. I'll sit here even till 11.
hmm good. So now there's a very small part which is left in this, but it is important. So when we are actually going to sleep, what is happening? There are certain mechanisms of the body, there are certain connections of the meridian, these electromagnetic stimulators. The connection actually gets disconnected, है ना? क्योंकि मेरे को नींद में मुझे बहुत सारी चीजें आ रही हैं, है ना? We are jumping, we are climbing, पानी में तैर रहे हैं या हवा में तैर रहे हैं, कहीं भी तैर रहे हैं, तो क्या हो रहा है? We are undergoing this process, पर there is a mechanism in the body which is called tonic motor inhibition. What is this tonic motor inhibition? Now, when the nerves in a waking state are not inhibited, in a waking state, nerves are not inhibited. तो अगर हम नींद में चल भी रहे हैं, नींद में खा भी रहे हैं, नींद में यूरिन पास कर रहे हैं, है ना, सपने में, बट एक्चुअली वो चीज नहीं हो रहा है. वो क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? क्योंकि हमारी सिग्नल्स है मसल्स तक जो कि क्रिएट करते हैं बॉडी मूवमेंट, वो कहीं ना कहीं ब्रेन जो है वो उसको इनहिबिट कर देता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड टोनिक मोटर इनहिबिशन, because now you are being safeguarded. This is a safeguard mechanism by the body so that नींद में झटके ना लगे, चोट ना लगे, है ना? पर कभी कभी बच्चों को देखना ऐसा होता है बच्चों के साथ. बच्चों कभी कभी होता है, मम्मी मैं तो सोच रहा था कि मैं लू में गया था वॉशरूम तो मैं तो यहाँ ही निकल गया, है ना? तो ये क्या हो रहा है? वो वो पर्टिकुलर टोनल मोटर इनहिबिशन का मैकेनिज्म अभी एक्टिव नहीं हुआ पूरी तरीके से. बच्चों में टाइम लगता है, इसलिए वो जो जो चिल्लाते हैं या द सेम थिंग विच प्रमोदनी आप पूछ रहे थे, है ना? है ना? तो we are not feeling that same pain, we are not feeling that doing that action, sleep is okay. प्रॉब्लम कब है? जब ये टोनिक मोटर इनहिबिशन रिस्ट्रिक्ट हो गया है एंड हमारे वही एक्शंस चल रहे हैं टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट. नींद में बोलना, जोर जोर
Hmm.
से बोलना, वहां तक तो चलो ठीक है अगर कम हो रहा है तो. अगर वो एक्सीड हो रहा है देन इट नीड्स कंसर्न. और इसके लिए स्ट्रेस भी बहुत ज्यादा पार्ट है. देयर सर्टेन थिंग्स वी कीप ऑन थिंकिंग, वी आर इन स्ट्रेस और वी आर टेकिंग टू मच ऑफ लोड. तो कभी कभी these mechanisms get inhibited. And so to improve the behavior in dream also, जैसे बच्चों को यूरिन निकल जाता है, पास हो जाता है, क्या करते हैं हम? We take them through that process in a, we regress them and then we show them कि देखो, पहले तो रीजन पता करते हैं कि आप बाथरूम क्यों नहीं जाते हो रात को. बच्चा बोलते हैं मम्मा बाथरूम में ना लाइट नहीं. ओके, लाइट लगा दी. Then the pathway to the toilet is very dark, right? So when the therapist is speaking to the child in their own ways, उसके लेवल पे आके उससे बात कर रहे हो तो एग्जैक्ट प्रॉब्लम पता चल जाती है कि एक्चुअली दिन में भी बच्चे को जब अंधेरा होता है उसको जाने में डर लगता है, उसको लगता है कि कुछ है वहाँ. तो व्हाट आर वी डूइंग? पहले तो वी विल काउंसल द मदर पेरेंट्स. मदर फादर को बताएंगे कि ये इशू है, आप जी यहाँ लाइट लगा दो, वहाँ लाइट लगा दो, ठीक है. कभी कभी तो इसी से ही प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाती है. पर उसके बावजूद अगर प्रॉब्लम है तो बच्चे को रिग्रेस करते हैं. वी टेक द चाइल्ड. 8 ईयर्स से नीचे बच्चे को नहीं करते रिग्रेशन. ओके, 8 साल से नीचे बच्चे को हम नहीं करते. वी टेक द चाइल्ड इन रिग्रेशन एंड देन in his imagination we make him imagine that place. ये देखो कॉरिडोर है, यहाँ पे लाइट जल रही. उसमें हम वॉक करवाते हैं उसको नींद में और हमको उसको वॉशरूम दिखाते हैं, वॉशरूम दिखाते हैं. वी मेक हिम पी इन हिज इमेजिनेशन, फ्लश कराया, वॉट एवर हाइजीनिज्म वी मेंटेन वो करवाई एंड वापस उसको बोला नाउ यू स्लिप इनटू योर बेड. बिफोर डूइंग दिस मैकेनिज्म वी मेक श्योर कि बच्चा ऑलरेडी वॉशरूम होके आ गए एंड उसको 1 घंटे तक कोई लिक्विड्स नहीं दिए गए. ओके, then we again repeat the same mechanism 3 times, same process, and then put in a suggestion in the end in the mind of the child कि ये आपका सजेशन है. अब मैं जैसे ही मुझे वो होती है मैं अपने आप उठा, मैंने चप्पल पहनी, बहुत ब्राइट लाइट है, खूब रोशनी है, मुझे नजर आ रहा है, मैं बेझिझक जा रहा हूँ, चल रहा हूँ एंड मैं अब टॉयलेट के पास आ गया हूँ. मैंने दरवाज़ा खोला, मैंने टॉयलेट की लाइट ऑन करी और मैंने पॉट को ठीक किया और मैं बैठा, मैंने वॉशरूम किया, मैंने धोया और अब मैंने अपने हैंड वॉश किए और उसके बाद मैंने लाइट फ्लश किया, मैंने लाइट ऑफ करी एंड नाउ आई एम मूविंग बैक स्लोली एंड स्लोली. कॉरिडोर से होता हुआ आई हैव रीच्ड माय बेडरूम और मैंने बेडरूम में बेड देखा, चप्पल उतारी और मैं बेड पे लेट गया और मैंने अपनी चादर ओढ़ी और मैं सो गया. So we repeatedly make this process again and again. बच्चे के साथ रिग्रेशन में करते हैं एंड देन वी लीव अ सजेशन इन द एंड इन हिज माइंड कि मैं अपना सारा काम ये आराम से उठ के कर रहा हूँ एंड आई एम कमिंग बैक एंड स्लीपिंग इन माई ड्राई बेड. माई बेड is completely dry, very cozy, and I'm feeling very comfortable. And it works very well. And then we take feedback from the parents कि क्या हुआ जी, तो पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं कि जी ये फीडबैक है। पहले तो ये था कि आ, हर रोज ही करता था, अब हफ्ते में 2 बार करता है। ठीक है। तो देन स्टार्ट गिविंग, अरे शाबाशी कि तुमने ये किया, देखो इतने दिन नहीं किया, वेरी गुड, एक दिन की ये टॉफी, एक दिन की ये टॉफी, एक दिन की ये टॉफी, अवार्ड रिवॉर्ड मैकेनिज्म। देन अगेन वी अंडरगो, देन वी आस्क द चाइल्ड कि क्या रीजन हुआ, ऐसा कैसे हो गया। वो ना एक्चुअली पापा ने ना बड़ी जोर से डांट दिया था मुझे, मैं डर गया था और मैं वॉशरूम जाना बंद कर दिया था सोने से पहले। So whatever XYZ reason, then we address, we do the counseling again we talk to the parents। और ये चीज, बच्चा हमेशा अकेला बात करेगा, माँ बाप अलग बात करेंगे। कभी भी बच्चे को ये नहीं लगना चाहिए कि माँ बाप इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं या मुझे पे किसी प्रकार का मेरे ऊपर
Taba.
बर्डन डाला जा रहा है। ओके, तो यू हैव टू बी इन फुल कॉन्फिडेंस, बच्चे के साथ पूरी कॉन्फिडेंस उसको होना चाहिए, आप पे पूरा विश्वास कि ये तो मेरे पे पूरा विश्वास है और पूरी तरीके से मेरे साथ है ना। एंड इट रियली वर्क्स वंडरफुली। कभी कभी तो एक ही बार ही में रिजल्ट आ जाते हैं, दूसरी बार आने का बच्चे को नौबत ही नहीं होता है ना। तो अगर स्टेज है प्रोसेसिंग ड्रीम की, दिनचर्या के जो भी हो रहा था, मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं तो वापस, हाँ अर्पित कुछ पूछना है? ओके, आर वी सॉर्टेड टिल नाउ? हम्म,
Yes.
ठीक।
Yes, ma'am.
सो नाउ द प्रोसेसिंग ड्रीम, अगर प्रोसेसिंग ड्रीम का कुछ वजह कुछ आ रहा है कि यार मैं तो वही सोचे जा रही थी मेरी दिनचर्या में क्या हो रहा है, तो देन दैट इज नॉट अ एस्पेक्ट टू वर्क ऑन। उसमें काउंसलिंग ज्यादा चाहिए होती है, मतलब कॉन्शियसली यू हैव टू एजुकेट द क्लाइंट कि भैया ओवर थिंक मत कर, ये और ज्यादा पहाड़ निकलेगा। ठीक है ना, तो उस वे में हमें काम करना है। अगर प्रेडिक्टिव ड्रीम है तो उसमें हमें काम करने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि उसके पीछे एक मैसेज है कि भैया तुम्हें काम करना है ना। और वेंटिंग ड्रीम तो हमेशा ये इंटरप्रिटेशन क्लाइंट के परसेप्शन से ऑपोजिट आता है। जब हमें कोई फियर छोड़ना है, अब बहुत ही प्यारा बंदा है हमारा, बीमार हो गया है, पर अब वो चंगा भला हो गया है ना, ही इज परफेक्टली फाइन। मैं देख रहा हूँ जिम भी जा रहा है, खाना भी अच्छे से उसके खा रहा है, जॉगिंग भी करता है, लाइफ एंजॉय भी कर रहा है। तो अब इज देयर एनी रीजन फॉर मी टू वरी कि ये मर जाएगा? नहीं ना। तो वेंटिंग ड्रीम में क्या आएगा कि ही इज डेड, एंड उसके लोग फूल के हार फेंक दें। तो वो सुबह का ड्रीम है, बोलते हैं सुबह का ड्रीम उल्टा होता है। तो हार फेंक दे तो मतलब उसकी लंबी बहुत उम्र होगी, क्योंकि अब माइंड को उस चीज, वो स्टील हो गई है इन्फॉर्मेशन, अब उस इन्फॉर्मेशन की हमारे को जरूरत नहीं। ठीक है, तो ये चीज है। अच्छा, एक चीज और है कि जब हम बोलते हैं कि हमारे को करना है, जैसे 20 साल का बच्चा है, वो ऐसी ऐसी कमाल की चीज कर रहा है जो कि 21-22 साल के लोग सीखते हैं। इंजीनियरिंग सीख के हवाई जहाज उड़ाते हैं, पर 4 साल का बच्चा ही उड़ा रहा है। उसको वो कैपेसिटी है कि वो गया कॉकपिट के अंदर और उसे सारे सिस्टम बता दिए, ये इधर है, ये इधर है, ये इधर है, ये इधर है। कहाँ से आ रहा है ये?
Past life से.
पास्ट लाइफ से आ रहा है, क्योंकि पास्ट लाइफ में the adult personality of that past life is active in that child। hmm? So then we'll work on the past life। Okay, अब हमारा आ गया नेक्स्ट टॉपिक। तो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक फिर कल करते हैं। वी कैन एंड इट हियर। आई हैव स्टॉप्ड शेयरिंग ना। ठीक है। ठीक है, मेरी कोशिश ये है कि वी विल फिनिश जितनी जल्दी हो सके। ठीक है, क्योंकि मैं सोच रही हूँ कि रक्षाबंधन को एक दिन की छुट्टी देंगे, तो वी विल कवर अप जितना ज़्यादा जल्दी हम कर सकते हैं, उतना जल्दी हम लोग कवर अप करेंगे।
सो मैम रक्षाबंधन पे क्लास नहीं होगी राइट?
कब है? 31st को है ना?
हाँ
थर्टी
मैम।
मैम
हाँ,
30th को है, मतलब 31st और 30th दोनों को ही है।
31st को ना रात को 9 बजे है, तो रात को 9 बजे तो बांधते नहीं है राखी।
हाँ
No,
तो
even on 31st it is Rudra time only.
तो
That's what
थर्टी
people said.
फर्स्ट को मना रहे हैं मोस्टली पीपल।
मैम
रक्षा
हम
बंधन
लोग
तो मॉर्निंग
30th को
को
मना
है ना प्रियंका, इवनिंग तो क्लास ले सकते।
31st इज रक्षाबंधन
No,
ना।
I'm saying Raksha Bandhan is morning festival, right? Evening तो we can take the class.
माय टारगेट इज कि बिफोर 30th वी विल फिनिश
Oh,
स्टोरी।
okay.
या इट्स गुड।
33 days.
मतलब मेरा
Okay.
टारगेट ये है, होगा कितना ये नहीं पता।
सो मैम जो क्लासेस रहेगी वीकडेज पे हाउ लॉन्ग विल दे बी?
2 to 3 hours। तो दिव्या के साथ 11 बजे है मेरा टाइम। अभी प्रमोदनी के साथ अभी इसके बाद आई विल डिसाइड इवनिंग टाइम। ठीक है, तो आप बताओ, यू लेट मी नो सुबह की शाम तक, मैं बता दूंगी टाइम, उसके बाद यू डिसाइड एंड लेट मी नो। ठीक है, अदरवाइज अदर डेज 10 बजे। 10 बजे से पहले भी कर सकते हैं दिव्या। कैन वी स्टार्ट अर्ली?
एंड 9:30
ओके।
इट्स बेटर कि 10 बजे ही कर लो,
अच्छा,
क्योंकि हाँ कि मुझे मेरे बेटे को स्कूल भेजना होता है, तो उसके बाद थोड़ा घर का काम होता
तो 10 से 1 कर सकते हैं ना?
है। हाँ आराम से कर
है ना,
सकते हैं।
कल 11 बजे करेंगे, उसके बाद 10 से 1 कर देंगे, डिपेंडिंग ऑन वॉट एवर इज पेंडिंग।
ओके
ठीक है, तो प्रमोद, आई कॉल यू sometime and then we can fix up the time. And Arpit, I will inform you. शाम को या सुबह जब भी आपको करना है, जस्ट मुझे बता देना, आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस टाइम एंड यू जॉइन।
ठीक है मैम, अगर मॉर्निंग में लाइक 10 के अराउंड होता है देन आई एम फाइन विद मॉर्निंग, बट अगर लेट होता है तो इवनिंग इज फाइन फॉर मी।
ठीक है, लेट मतलब कितना लेट?
आई मीन if it's later than 10 then evening is fine.
मेरा ना एक कमिटमेंट है 8 to 9,
Okay मैम।
तो हम लोग 9 बजे शुरू कर सकते हैं, इफ प्रमोदनी को ठीक लगेगा तो। हाँ,
I'm fine with 9.
है ना, 9 o'clock
Arpit,
we can start.
Yeah,
yeah,
that will do मैम।
That is okay.
most of it.
Yeah, that's okay.
ठीक है, फिर
तो
फाइनल हो गया, 9 बजे कर लेते हैं, 9-10 तक करूंगी। 9 बजे के बाद 10 मिनट तो चाहिए मुझे। ठीक है,
Yes मैम।
सी यू गाइस।
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your
Very
Sunday meals.
Thank you, ma'am.
You too, ma'am. You too.
चलो
I have to
मिलते
go
हैं
to
फिर
Kamani Auditorium to watch a dance program.
all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am.
Great. Thank you so much.
Welcome. See you guys.
See you, ma'am.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye.
ma'am.
Take care.
Bye, ma'am.